Months after the resignation of the former chairman, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, in June, the All Progressive Congress has just appointed a new substantive chairman, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development, Dr. Yilwata Nentawe. The announcement was made yesterday at the party's 14th National Executive Committee meeting in Abuja, presided over by Imo State Governor and Progressive Governors Forum Chairman Hope Uzodinma. Nentawe, a former APC governorship candidate in Plateau State, was sworn in yesterday, marking a major shift in the ruling party's leadership. But what does this mean for the APC's future? Will this appointment strengthen internal unity before 2027, or does it signal deeper political realignments? Now, joining us virtually to analyze the development is Nurudeen Hammanyero. He is an APC chieftain and political strategist as well. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let's get right into it with yesterday's, should I say, assignment of the or appointment of the new chairman for the All Progressives Congress. There've been a lot of back and forth when it came to it, due to the fact that a lot of people were saying that there were other contenders when it came to it, and that particular person, which is Yilwata Nentawe, was not in the forefront when it came to it. So in your own perspective, what did you think made it clear that he was the best to be appointed the chairman of the APC, and what is the potential that he has in moving the APC forward?
First of all, this is like doing what it is. The emergence of Dr. Umar Abdullahi Ganduje, the erstwhile governor of Kano State and our former chairman, was as national chairman of the APC, had a lot of, confusion, had a lot of people not aligning to it, because the person that was removed before Ganduje replaced him was Abdullahi, who is from Nasarawa State and is in the north central part of the country. And in the constitution of the party, naturally the replacement should have come from. Replacing him with Ganduje brought a lot of discomfort to parties and people of the region. Number one, bringing somebody like Professor Nentawe, who is from the North Central, to start with, is like doing this right in the party. And then secondly, there has always been this pattern of selecting former governors and making national chairmen, and we keep seeing this. So for me personally, as a party member who is very optimistic and hoping to see that the APC would do very in 2027, and then not doing very well in 2027, but to represent the party for greatness beyond 2027, we need a new energy in the party. And if you look at that, you come and start, questioning the that the Friday, for Friday to be good, you begin to see it from Wednesday. Professor Nentawe is coming from Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Just in his 1 year, in his 1 year, if you look at it, he did very well as a minister. He has repositioned the ministry instead of the usual style of making the ministry, daily food aid to vulnerable people or affected people with natural disaster and the rest. He has changed that pattern strategically and made the ministry look, gradually becoming a productivity kind of ministry, where these same people you keep giving food aids are being empowered to fend for themselves. This is an ideology. This is still good, from him. And then if you look at again what he has done in statistically, the ministry has about 6 million, beneficiaries of of their social scheme support in the past years from the beginning of the ministry. But I something. When he came to power, he made only 2 million beneficiary scheme, and today he has raised it to 6 million, which means in just 1 year he was to double what was obtained past 9 years. So these are good track records. So having somebody like him now, having somebody like him in the chairman, he gives hope to me, meaning he has a lot to do. That being said, does not mean he will not have challenges. He will have a lot of challenges because he's coming at a time people have come together as in of coalition, plea fight the 27 of coming back of the president, which is the same scenario that we had in 2015. But if what happened in 2015, and I seriously hope and pray Nentawe to have the same energy that our first national man who took over from the interim, Bababisi Akande, Mr. Odige. He had that energy of bringing unity of the parties that came together, and remove an incumbent president. Now, if Nentawe would draw that kind of from Odige Oyegun, then God willing, he is going to achieve victory in 2027. Because already at hand, in 2015, what we had immediately when elections were conducted, the Oyegun-led APC was able to win 21 states. This scorecard, we maintain it in a way up to 2023. But now we have 23 governors, 2 have defected from Delta and Akwa Ibom, and more we are expecting more to defect. Meaning, Professor Nentawe have a very good scorecard to start with because he has about 23 governors. If you look at how many senators we had in the past and what we are having now, we had 62, but now we have 70 senators in the National Assembly to help Nentawe, in fighting to bring the president back 2027. The only difference we are having in terms of numbers is in the lower house, because we have 207 members of representative now, as against 214, but that's not really a problem. So now the point at hand is he has done so much in the ministry. We are expecting him to bring the same energy in the party and bring a new drive. First of all, he is young. He appealed to the demography of the Nigerian voters, majority, and he will inspire hope on the party, meaning he has to do so much to recalibrate the party. Good thing he's an engineer and a professor who has attained the highest level of education, and that is and more is expected, to be seen from him. So honestly speaking, I am happy for somebody like Professor Nentawe to have emerged as our national chairman, and I hope to see the good things he has to offer to begin to carry its weight on the party. And look at what he has done in his acceptance speech. He has started welcoming, inviting anybody that is willing to join, the party, especially the big guys that were either trying to leave or has left or, are still not comfortable to either reconsider the party or come back or not even leave at all. So this is a good thing. And he has mentioned, okay, there's a card for somebody like Ponkoso, and we hope to see him back to the party. So this is the unity we are expecting from him. And that's the energy I'm talking about that Oyegun had in 2014 coming down to 2015, where he was able to bring together a lot of the big guys, that played their role in the emergence of President Buhari to power in 2015. So we hope that Professor Nentawe will enjoy this same spirit that Oyegun had when our party came to being and bring these guys together to guarantee the second term of the president and to make the party a better place and a good playing ground for Nigerians to actualize our democracy.
So talking about what he has to offer in the party, the new APC chairman said he would invest in legwork to bring more governors from the People's Democratic Party and other big opposition parties to join the APC in an interview yesterday. Do you think this is really possible? What's your take on it?
Already we have politics is about calculation. Before even he came on board, we saw what happened in Delta State. We have seen what happened in Akwa Ibom State, and already we were having the information that other governors might likely join the APC. Now, what are they joining for is a different case. But we as a party, they are welcome if they want to join the APC, and they consider it a party worthy to join. Now, with the emergence of Nentawe, and with the picture of him that we have just painted, a technocrat, more of a technocrat, like has his own political career with good experiences, and then secondly, who has attained the level of a minister of the Federal Republic and has done wonderfully very well, he has a lot to talk about. Usually it makes it easy for you when you want to tell somebody do something and he has seen you already do it. So if he has extended his hand to most of these governors, particularly governors of the strategic states that determine the winning of election in Nigeria, yes, already we have most of them on our card. But if he goes around, to bring these people, discuss with them, and then, have a kind of very good understanding on the need to push some of these policies the president has implemented to attain its maturity and to reposition the country for greatness. I'm sure they will support him. It's not just for the interest of the president, but for the country at large. And if that means coming down even to their state and local government, towards a unit level. So he has a very good role to play, and he is going to do it. Then I wouldn't say it's going to be easy, because the same thing he is going to do, the coalition are already on the move doing that. Yes, we have not seen defection of governors from other parties to ADC that would to the extent scare us as a party. But we expect anything is politics, and we are ready. And with his emergence, hopefully and confidently, we are going to see success in the party.
All right. At this point, let's talk about the APC and having its house in order. As of yesterday, when the decision was being made for Nentawe to be appointed as the chairman of the APC, there've been a lot of APC members that have disagreed with that. So what does that say about, the unity in the party? Especially yesterday, we had Chief Sonny Sylvester Monidafe, and he said that he is not up to par, he's not capable of moving the party forward. And there are lots of people that, are more viable for that position when it comes to it. So what does it say about the unity in the party, and where does it move on from that?
The appointment of the unity in the party, whether if you change Professor Nentawe today and bring another person, and even the person that you are talking about, if you think Mr. Sylvester Monidafe today and make him the national chairman, some people will complain. So this is a natural thing. You don't expect to get 100 people coming to 100%, people coming together and say, we are okay with this. But so long as you can get the majority, then you can manage the minority. Now, the unity of the party, we are already having so much to deal with in terms of how to keep our members from defecting and how to handle most of the negative impact that the coalition will bring. And people like Mr. Sylvester Monidafe, who complained he has the right as a party member, and drawing from that has bothered him in the past regarding the party, because he mentioned the endorsement of the president, which personally, even people like me complain, that this is the second year and we have entered the third year of our first administration. We shouldn't be seen to be making endorsement, and which are some of the mistakes the erstwhile chairman has made. I call it strongly a mistake, because we have a lot of things we are supposed to deliver to Nigerians, which naturally will bring the endorsement, not we saying we have endorsed Mr. President, because your work should endorse you in politics, not you saying you want a second term. And if that is what Mr. Sylvester Monidafe is saying, I also, apply to his sentiment. But him, taking it very hard or going very deep, I'm not advising that. He is a party member. Yes, he has his own bitterness. But at this point, as a younger person to him, I can only appeal that he should step back. There is better days ahead. The effort he has put in the past, if he is patient enough, God willing, it will be rewarding. So the unity of the party is strongly needed, and we advise it at all levels. The people should keep, at this point, sentiment aside, look at the objective. And what is this objective? You can't build a nation in a day. And mistakes that we are trying to address was not meted out on the country in the last 2 years or 3 years. We are talking about 60-something years of constantly, holding this country to ransom and putting things that seek to make life miserable for Nigeria. So you don't expect somebody who has come with measures that are going to be solution driven to make it easy for you. You can imagine. I saw a video of the governor of Katsina State, Mr. Dick Korada, who says in his conversation with President Buhari, may Allah have mercy on his soul, says he sympathized with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the reason that he had the courage on his first day to remove fuel subsidy. He said this is something he has always anticipated on doing, but anytime he thinks of it, he will withdraw. And he salutes the courage of the president. So now that this thing has happened, a lot of reforms are taking place. And it's not going to be easy. Yes, there are personal benefits to individuals, which is expected in democracy, but there is also a general thing we should look at as against our individual rewards. So at this point, I am seriously pleading with my elder brother and a father from my state, Mr. Sylvester Monidafe, to reconsider and step back in the party so that we as well achieve victory coming 2027.
All right, Mr. Hammanyero, you made a mention of, the amount of governors that APC has, about 20, right? And seats at the National Assembly up to 70. What is your projection when it comes to the 2027 election? And how do you think that would play when it comes to, a victory and, the opposition that we have with the coalition and the PDP gearing up as well? So where do you think the trajectory is going?
What I'm looking at, of course, as a party member, my projection will always carry victory for my party. But secondly, and which is most important as well, I would love to see the APC thrive in Nigeria and grow. So because this is something we have to transit and pass to next generations. And the issue of opposition parties leaving their party, if for no reason, is not advisable. If it is just for you to join a ruling party to win election, this is personally on personal principles. I don't subscribe to that, because if we are doing that, we are destroying democracy. Because I really want to see a time in this country that we have ideology. And talking of this, I saw the Director General of the Institute for Progressive Government, I think, talking about ideology in the party. And these are also some of the things that we expect to see Professor Nentawe bring to bear, where parties will have ideology and people will subscribe to this. And in a long time, they will push this thing to the generation down, that this is what I believe in, that this country should move on. These are the ideas. You should also understand it. You might have your own slight changes, and upgrade. But certainly you shouldn't deviate completely from this ideology if you really get it well. And other oppositions always come together. For example, the coalition that today have adopted ADC. If you look at the caliber of people in ADC, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's the same people. Initially, it was SDP. For example, people like El Rufai who defected from the APC, it was SDP. Later, there was this arrangement that we should either go for a new party or we can register or adopt an existing one. But at the end, they did both. And this is because there is no ideology. There is a new party on registration, and there is a party that is adopted. So where is the ideology? And what do they have new to give to Nigerians? Nothing. It's just the hunger for power. Because if you look at what Governor Mr. Rotimi said in his 60th birthday celebration, he said, whenever we come together like this, it's just to grab power. If you people are not ashamed, I am ashamed. This is the truth. I salute him for telling his friends who came to help him celebrate his birthday that, because that is the bitter truth. Crying for power and not having any plan for it, but just to get money. And if this is what is happening, I hope Nigerians are seeing these things as they happen. This will help us to understand who are our politicians. What do we expect from them? Do they have ideology? Do they have plans for me and you? What is their target if we are going to give them this mandate? And what are we going to achieve from it? So honestly speaking, I know it's not roses with us. I know we have a lot of internal challenges. I know things are not really working out well. Nigerians are not happy, length and breadth of the country. But I tell you something, by the time most of these things work out properly, because they can't just work out in 2 years. Initially, I was also in contest of why this and why that. But later, sometimes when you understand these things properly and look at it in proper perspective, you get to understand that, look, you cannot build a mansion that everybody can share into, but you can build a 2-bedroom or a simple self-contained maybe in 1 year. But you cannot do something beautiful that you want the whole world to appreciate. You can't do it in 2 years. So the trajectory is okay. We are hoping that the president will continue to implement better policies, more better policies that will make life meaningful for Nigerians. And then we are pleading with Nigerians to be patient with us. But victory certainly, I God bless, is going to be for the APC. And the coalition should, of course, they are going. It's okay, it's politics, because we want politics to continue to thrive, democracy. So they should continue to come together, because that will help in check and balance of whatever that is happening.
All right, thank you so much, Nurudeen Hammanyero, for an insight into the projection for 2027 and what to expect. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.